We all know that it's blatantly obvious that you want to click that subscribe button and watch my videos all the fucking time, so you might as well fucking do it. Yeah. So yeah, you might as well fucking do it! Oh my god, I didn't see you there! This is what happened. This all started on a random day over the summer. So I called Lars and asked him if I could come over. It's just kind of a thing where I go over there a lot during the summer. But you know how it is when you're best friends with someone, you're always at their house. Anyways, I leave from my friend's sister's house and then I go over to Lars's house. And it's like nighttime. He's like, okay, well, my mom's sleeping and she doesn't know you're here and we have to go to Florida in the morning. We can just like hang out downstairs because his room is downstairs and just not wake his mom up. And I end up spending the night there. We wake up and it's like, I want to say probably like 5 in the morning because they have to leave and go straight to the airport to make their flight. And he's like, okay, well just hang out in my room. I don't want to tell my mom that you're here because she's going to be extra. Like once we're already at the airport and leaving the house, you can just get your stuff that you have here and leave. So I'm like, okay, whatever, like I'll just chill in here. So they all start to leave and I'm just kind of hanging in his room. He has his door locked because he doesn't want his mom to come in and like see me in there because she didn't want her to be extra because he didn't ask if I could come over that night. So his mom is like, well, like, are you ready to leave? Do you have everything packed? Are you ready to go? And he's like, okay, yeah, I'm ready. And he leaves. Everybody leaves and gets in the car. And at this point, I'm thinking that I'm in the house by myself. So after maybe about 3 minutes of me sitting in his room kind of waiting for like the garage to close, you know, so I can make sure that they're gone so I can get my shit and leave. His mom comes back in and automatically she comes directly downstairs and comes right to his room and opens his door. And I'm fucking scared like at this point, so I'm trying to be fucking slick, so my ass is like in the corner like just standing there like open and you could easily fucking see me, but I'm just like standing in the corner like in his room with the door closed with the lights off. So she comes in and she's like, I knew it! And she's like, what are you doing in here? You're trying to stay in my house while I'm gone. This, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. Like fucking yelling at me. She's like dragging me. She's like, you need to get the fuck out of my house. Like, what the fuck are you doing here? And just fucking going off. So she's like yelling at me and then she's like, okay, well you need to come and get in the car now. Get your shit and like, let's get in the car. Like, let's get in the car. Let's get in the fucking car. So I go upstairs, I get a plastic bag, and then I grab like all the shit that I have at his house and I put it in this plastic bag. And then get in the car, and I'm sitting in the back seat with both of his sisters, and he's sitting in the front seat. And he's texting me, how did she find you? Like, what are you doing out here? Like, what the fuck happened? Like, blah, 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 because he thinks that she didn't know that I was there, but the whole time I guess she just kind of put 2 and 2 together that I was there because I was always fucking there. And he's texting me telling me like, well, she told all of us that she left her shoes in the house and that she was going back to go and get her sandals. She really just went in there to go into his room to find me. Anyways, they go to the airport. Fast forward like a week after they get back, his mom completely hates me now. And like, not to mention like, she loved me before. Like I was the friend that like could always come over. I was the friend that was always invited over. She would buy me like shit. Like I was just like, you know, one of those friends. So she fucking hates me and I'm not allowed to come over for like the rest of the summer. And then at one point, Lars is like, okay, well, you can come over because she's on a flight. She's on a trip. She's gonna be gone. It doesn't matter. So I go over there and his sister comes in. And she's like, what the fuck are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here. My mom said you're not allowed over. Like, why are you here? Does it matter? Like, am I affecting you in any way? She's not here. It doesn't fucking matter. So she's like, yes, it does. She doesn't want you here. Like, you need to fucking leave. Remind you, she's like 2 years younger than me. And completely is out of her range for even like trying to say anything to me. This bitch, like whenever her mom was fucking gone, like her ass was throwing fucking parties, like having a bunch of guys over, like doing a bunch of shit that she shouldn't have been doing while her mom is gone. So then now when I'm not supposed to be there, she wants to be the one to try to follow the fucking rules. Like, no bitch, that's not how it fucking works. Oh, that happens, and then I end up going downstairs and hanging out with Lars, and his sister's texting him from upstairs the whole time, like, what is he doing here? Why is Jamari here? He needs to leave. Like, doing the complete like, fucking most when it has absolutely nothing to do with her. Flash forward like maybe an hour. We're upstairs making pizza and she had left to go pick up a friend and then she comes back. She goes upstairs into her room and she's like, who the fuck was in my room? Someone was in my room. Someone touched something in my drawer. And she's like, my drawer was open. Someone was in my room. Someone was touching my stuff, blah, blah, blah. So she ends up calling her mom and she's like, Jamari was in my room. Jamari was stealing shit out of my room. Her mom's like just going off on the phone like, what the fuck is he doing there? What the fuck is he doing there? What the fuck is he doing there? Remind you, she's like in Amsterdam or China or something at this time because she's doing a fucking layover flight. It's like probably like butt fuck in the fucking morning in her fucking time wherever she is, and she's on the phone like, what the fuck is he doing there? Like, you need to call the police on him. Like, he needs to get the fuck out. Like, you need to call the police. Like, this, that, and the third. Like, going fucking insane. I'm like shook because I like hear them upstairs on the phone. So like, maybe I should leave. Like, I'm kind of getting scared. Like, it's so late our time at this point that I really can't go anywhere because I don't drive. I take public transportation. There's like no way that I can get anywhere. So I go downstairs and I sit in Lars's room, and a guy that I had been talking to at this time texts me, and I'm telling him like everything that's going on. So he comes to pick me up. As he's almost to Lars's house, I'm walking upstairs to go meet him outside. And I go through the side door, and there's like 2 police cars like sitting in front of Lars's house. There's no way that I can leave without the police seeing me. So I go straight out, and Lars's sister's like, he's right there, that's him right there. So then I walk over to the police because obviously they were gonna tell me to come over to them anyway. And they're like, okay, well, what are you doing here? The owner of this house doesn't want you here. Like, you know you're not supposed to be here, you might as well just leave. And I'm like, yeah, well, I have an Uber coming to get me. Even though it wasn't an Uber, it was just this guy that I was talking to. Like, they literally have so much better things to do right now, and you're literally calling the police because I'm at your house, as if my fucking gay ass is a fucking threat to literally anyone. So yeah, that's the story about how Lars's mom told his sister to call the fucking police on me because she didn't want me at her fucking house. Isn't that extra? I'd say so myself.